Hey, this is your host Meenakshi Srivastava, also known as My Boho Voyage, and I welcome you to another amazing episode of Inspiring Explorers. And as the name suggests, Inspiring Explorers is all about inspiring you with the inspiring life journeys of some of the most successful personalities from around the world, and they also share with us some interesting travel experiences that are not limited to sightseeing. For this episode of Inspiring Explorers, we have an inspiring explorer who is an ex chartered accountant turned into an entrepreneur, Shubham Mittal. Leaving his home back at Kishangarh, Rajasthan, Shubham Mittal came to the city of dreams, Mumbai, to become a successful chartered accountant. And after trying to crack many interviews, he did find a great job, but later he quit his job to become an entrepreneur and a coach. But why would a high earning CA quit his job while he worked hard his entire life to become a successful CA? We'll find that out in this episode of Inspiring Explorers. Today, Shubham is on a mission to empower and enable CAs to become a better version of themselves and be able to live their lives to the fullest. He's also the host of the Shubham Mittal Show and has interviewed some of the top CAs like CA Motilal Oswal, CA Bimal Jain, etc. on his podcast. And before we start this episode, let me tell you that you can watch all my Inspiring Explorer episodes on my YouTube channel named My Boho Voyage, spelled as MYBOHOVOYAGE, or you can listen to them on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast. Just search for Inspiring Explorers on the apps and you'll find the show. Also, all the links are mentioned in the description box below. Also, come connect with me on Instagram at @mybohovoyage to catch me and my guests go live on Instagram. And if you're on Clubhouse, let's catch up for some good conversations. So without any more delays, let me welcome our amazing guest for today, a CA turned entrepreneur, Shubham Mittal. Welcome to Inspiring Explorer, Shubham. So glad to have you on our show.
Thank you so much, Meenakshi, for having me.
Super excited to have you, and so to begin with, I would like to understand a little bit about your journey. How did you choose this journey of becoming a CA and then switching into empowering the CAs and also becoming an entrepreneur later on?
Definitely, Meenakshi. So I come from Rajasthan, a small city, Kishangarh. Now, when I was there, I did not know much things, what happened in the world. So what I knew was you do the commerce and then you go into chartered accountancy because this is the best option if you are from commerce background. Now, I chose chartered accountancy because all of my friends were doing CA. So I started doing level by level and I was good in studies. So I cleared every attempt in one single shot, and actually I became CA in 2015. Now, when you become CA, there is a expectation from not from only family but from society and from yourself also, because you have been putting a lot of hard work for last 4 to 5 years. You're putting so much hard work. You're missing your family functions. You are doing a lot of work. But when you become a chartered accountant, you actually want to live a life because you have been putting hard work. Now it's the time to eat the fruits of that tree.
Exactly.
Now, what happened was I actually started looking for jobs and I could not get any job, even though I had rank in my second level of CA. Then I was not sure what's happening because I have good experience. I've worked with good companies. Like the experience wise, I had good exposure. Also, I had rank. So what's happening? I was not getting it. So that's where actually I started looking. Shubham, there is something which you are not looking at. And then I started exploring more. And then I actually found out that I need to go in a particular field, not like other people who are actually settling wherever they are getting the job. I actually wanted to settle in a particular field, and that was indirect taxation. And today, if we know, it's by GST. So that time, actually, I figured out this is the field I want to get in and become an expert. Because that time, one thing I understood, if you are an expert at something, you will get paid more and you will be respected more. So that was the point I started my journey in direct taxation. Again, I faced a lot of difficulties, even in getting small firms. But again, I gathered my contacts, I gave interviews, and somehow I would say lucky plus what my interview, the whatever expertise I had got during my articleship and my technical knowledge. So I cleared that interview. I started working there, and then gradually I moved to a big four, which we call big giants of RCA industry. So I started working there as well. Now everything was good. Money is good there. You are getting good reputation from your seniors, from your clients. Definitely, they used to love me, and everything was going good. And being a chartered accountant, most people what they want is good salary, good time, and good kind of expertise in any of the subject. Now I was having good subject knowledge. I was having good reputation, but the third piece was missing. That was enough time for myself. Now I actually looked around and I found it's not only me. Everyone around is facing the same problem. They have the money, they have everything, they have good brand, but they are not having enough time for themselves and their family. Now, what is the point of having a life wherein you are not able to spend a good time, whatever things you like, or doing whatever you want? That was the point I started thinking, is it something I actually wanted as a chartered accountant? And the answer was no. I did not study so hard for 4 to 5 years just to spend my life like this, earning money and not using my time efficiently in the things I love. And that's where I actually started asking questions to people around me. And they again told me same thing. Shubham, CA की life ऐसी होती है. Now you are in CA, you have to live like this. But I was like, no, there has to be a way. And that's where I started my journey from a CA to becoming a person who I am become today.
Wonderful. Like, we work really hard on becoming a CA, and then if we live a life where we are not happy and we don't have time for ourselves, then what's the point that हमने अपना youth भी बर्बाद किया studying and not going into family functions or doing something fun, and then again when we are working we are doing the same thing, so there's no point, we're not living life. So like this was a huge step, I believe, to from becoming a CA, working really hard, and then leaving that to becoming an entrepreneur. So in that switch that you took, the leap of faith that you took, so the challenges that you faced to take this leap of faith, because I believe it's really not easy to इतनी मेहनत करके बिग फोर में आने के बाद and then you switch into becoming
Right.
an entrepreneur. So what were those challenges that you faced?
Right. So number one challenge, Minakshi, to start with. First challenge, when I looked around and asked people, they told me, Shubham, this is normal. This is something you have to deal with entire life. But I was not agreeing to. And that was my first challenge. That where do I go? Everybody is agreeing with each other, but I don't agree with them. I want something else. But who will tell me what is that something else? That's why I started looking out. So that was one of the challenge. Then when I learned about self-development industry, now what I did, I actually wanted to find out more about it, because anyways you are frustrated, let's find out something else. If it gives you something you want, then it's good. So I started looking for self-development industry. Now first course was from Dan Locke. So I actually knew Dan Locke from one of the person I attended to a webinar, and then today he's my mentor. So I got to know about Dan Locke. Now he was offering one course, that is high ticket closing course, wherein he actually teaches people how do you become a closer. And closer means becoming a good salesperson, because unless you have sales skills in your life, you cannot sell anything, no matter what you do. So that's where I actually found this is something I need to learn, because in CA curriculum, we don't learn that thing. Now, the biggest thing was the challenge wise. Actually, I wanted to invest, but the investment was $2,500. Now, for a person who has done CA, who comes from Rajasthan, I cannot even imagine paying $2,500, and that was only 7 week course. That is 7 classes. That's it.
Damn, yeah.
Imagine that kind of thinking when you are earning money that's decent enough, but you have to pay $2,500 for a course that is virtually. You don't know that person physically, you never met him, but you are just doing because other people said he is good, and you actually feel that it can help you. So that was second challenge for me, to spend that kind of money on myself. That was one.
Definitely.
And one funny thing that happened, Minakshi, I'll tell you. When actually I was preparing myself, that I have to convince my parents also कि शुभम इतना पैसा कहाँ डाल रहा है, I need to convince them. So I had prepared a list of questions in my mind that if mommy asks this, I will respond this. If they ask this, I will respond this. After having all this set, I called my parents and I told them that I want to do this course. And they're like, okay. how much is the investment? I said, this is Indian rupees. And they said, is this something you really feel it will help you? I said, yes. And I was like, okay, now I have to be ready with my questions because question will come. And the thing was, okay, if you want to do, go for it. I'm like, okay, why did I prepare so many questions? They did not ask anything. So that was the funny moment in my entire challenging thing. Then again, I invested in one more mentorship program, which is by Ron Malhotra and Dave Gadvi. That is 1 crore coach. So again, invested there few lakhs rupees. Now, those were the moments not easy for me at all because I had to manage money. I was not earning that much that I could invest lakhs rupees in my mentorship, still survive in Mumbai, where expenses are more.
Def-
So, again, all those challenges were there. But I knew one thing, if I don't do this today, nothing will change in my life. And I wanted to change my life. And one thing I purely believe, Minakshi, that if you don't want to have a regret feeling in the later stage, do whatever you can do today. And that was the same thing I did because I never wanted to feel after 10 years that Shubham, kash tune kar liya hota wo. That feeling I did not want to have after 10 years, 15 years. So
Definitely.
that are the challenges, Minakshi.
Definitely. And the entire hustle, like even if you join the courses, tell us about the amount of work that you had to do because you know, prepared yourself to becoming an entrepreneur. So the amount of
Yes.
work and, working on yourself or learning new things, and what all did you go through?
It was a complete transformation, Minakshi. If you would have met me, I guess, in 2019 starting, and if you would have compared me today, you will find 360-degree change from every perspective, from confidence, from language, from knowledge, from skills, from people. Everything changed because at that time I was in the company of people who are doing the same job and they are not really happy. Now, when I spend my time mostly with successful people. And when I say successful, yes, they are extremely successful in their life, and people know them because they're doing such an amazing work. And you definitely have taken one interview of Ron, you have taken an interview of Dave. So I'm spending my time with them. And when you spend your time with them, the conversation changes. It's not about people, it's about
Definitely.
what can we do next.
Yes. Totally, totally. You're absolutely right. I mean, just by talking to them and spending an hour with them, I think even hearing their or listening to their podcasts also changes a lot of, shift in your perspective and mindset. So, coming towards the point, like you said, you are surrounded by the people that are successful now. So, you are also a 1cc mentor and you're working with the Ron Malhotra International. So, how did you, get into that, and how is it the feeling to, be there and mentor all these uh, young minds that want to, make a shift, young as in naive minds in the terms of becoming an entrepreneur, like they're starting their journeys now. So how is all that feeling and, the entire vibe?
Right. Because there was a time when I was a mentee and I was getting mentored by my mentors. Now, coming on the second place, wherein you are mentoring people, it's a altogether new feeling because you don't know what is going on in other person's life. And now you have to handle those situations. It's not a template wherein you can, okay, read the 10 question, mentee will ask this 10 question, you have to just respond to those 10 questions. No, it's all about what is going in their life and what they need help in, and accordingly helping them in those particular areas and understanding them not only intellectually but emotionally as well. Because unless we understand them emotionally, probably they will not tell all the things to us which are important for helping them. So those things are very much important. And when you say young minds, not only young, very senior people are also there. I'm actually extremely privileged that I got a chance to mentor few people who are like more than my father's age. So those things happen, and when you actually interact with them, you realize they are so hungry for learning new things. Because at this age, people actually want to settle, they want to enjoy their life. But
Yeah.
at that age, they are actually learning, they are committing to something, and they are actually one more thing, Meenakshi, very important. They are learning from a person who is half of their age. That is a great thing about them. So this is entire new feeling, Minakshi, I would say, and I really cherish this feeling because I'm getting a chance to help somebody to achieve their true potential, and that's what makes me happy. And that's what I realized, that being a CA, I wanted to do this kind of things, which actually makes me happy, not the other stuff which other traditional CAs are doing. I'm not saying they are wrong. It's like I like this thing, but I never knew this.
Definitely, that's a very beautiful thing that you said. I mean, people should often, usually do the things that are more fulfilling to them rather than chasing the path that others are chasing. So do something that you want to do, not what others want you to do. So, like
Right.
you talked about being in Kishangarh. So, how was your life in Kishangarh and then coming to Mumbai? Like the changes that you faced, or the entire change in environment, people, culture, or like how was your childhood and then your life in Mumbai?
Right. So childhood, one thing was common throughout. That is, I was good in studies, but otherwise everything changed because when I was in Kishangarh, I was with my family, my parents and my brother. So definitely a lot of challenges were there financially, and definitely you don't get so much opportunities in Kishangarh because many people don't know there what are the opportunities in the world outside. When you come to Mumbai, you meet different people. You meet so many industry people who are actually engaged in different things, and actually you realize what I saw in Kishangarh was not even 1% of the things what exist in the world today. And when you come to Mumbai, you actually find out there are so many opportunities. People are not just realizing it, and people actually call Mumbai dream city, but they actually don't see the dreams. They actually settle for the things they are getting in their jobs or maybe whatever do there in life. So those are the things actually I realized that Kishangarh was a uh, past, I would say past in terms of my mentality and the things I had there. But I wanted to change everything. It's not about I don't love Kishangarh. It's like I want to change my life. And if I am not changing my life, staying in Kishangarh, I need to move out. So many people
Definitely.
are there who actually don't go out just because they have been there from last 20 years, 25 years. But question is, if you want to change your life and you know some other place can change your life, why can't you go there? Right? So that was the question there. And actually, I then realized, Shubham, let's move out. And my parents was also like, Shubham, here you will not get so many opportunities. We know you can do it. So go out and whatever you want to do it. Because we know you are good in studies and you can achieve what you want to achieve. So that was the thing, Minakshi. I actually thought that situation I will not let happen again. The financial crunch, the all the things what were happening at home. So I thought, no, that was enough. Now let me change my life. But again, nothing changed until 2019 because I was again in the traditional mode. Do your traditional articleship, then your degree, and then go into job. Then after doing all these things in 2019, actually I realized this is something what will actually move me closer towards my goals, not only financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, everything. So it was a new discovery, I would say, Meenakshi.
Definitely, Shubham. Like you're talking about being in that comfort zone and then leaving that comfort zone. So, like this entrepreneurial journey that everybody is taking, like in terms of the personalities that I've been calling, so COVID has been a major part to play in the lives of everybody, be it entrepreneurs or not. So how did COVID change your life and the challenges COVID brought, and then how did you adapt to them?
Right. Initially, when COVID was there, actually, I was afraid that what will happen to us, whether we will die or something like that. But again, the thing is, I was in positive vibration of people around me. So because of that, I was able to digest that nothing will happen. Just stay calm, be in positive vibrations, and keep working on the things you want to do. So then, COVID was not nothing. Like many people were there in my family also that अभी तो सबकी छुट्टी है. What Shubham is doing, he must be having holidays. But Shubham was working more harder, and Shubham was working much more than he was working before COVID. But many people could not see that what you are doing in COVID. But everything, Meenakshi, you cannot tell to people because they will not understand it. And you don't want to waste your time explaining them the things which they are not interested in. So I
True.
used to just tell, or my parents would tell, yes, he's busy, he's doing some work, some meetings are happening online, and that's it. So those were the things. When COVID happened, actually, I realized I got associated with Dev and Ron as 1CC mentor. I started working with Ron Malhotra. Those were the things when actually I put in my entire time to develop my skills, to develop my personality, and to develop my mentoring skills as well. So that time actually I utilized fully to become a new person. And that was, I guess, it has been from March. Today it's like almost 9 months. In 9 months I've worked a lot harder, and you could not go out also, so you don't have any option, either work or sleep. That's it, right? So I was continuously working, and that was a feeling of enjoyment as well. It was not like a work pressure like we have in job. It was not like that. I was enjoying what I was doing. So that was the entire journey, Minakshi. I would say COVID has been a blessing for me, fortunately, and I have evolved as a person. And definitely, people who did not evolve much, although they had the opportunity, I would say they wasted a lot of time because of COVID. There can be two coins of COVID. One, you say it was good. One, you can say it bad. Everything was bad. People can say bad because they don't have to put any efforts. Everybody knows it was bad. But the thing is, how can you convert into good? That is the question you need to ask yourself. If you are not asking yourself this question and you are just roaming around on social media, you are just enjoying on Netflix, do not expect after COVID that something good will happen, or maybe some positive change will come in your life, or maybe your employer will come tomorrow and say, Tata, bye bye, we don't need you. Then don't be surprised that time because you did not put any effort during those 9 months. So that was my thing, that I did not want to waste my time. So that was the biggest opportunity for me. And I would say definitely I'm very much fortunate to evolve as a person.
Definitely, definitely. And by evolving, I remember one thing that you also started your podcast, the Shubham Mittal podcast show. And you have had many successful personalities. You have interviewed like a past president of ICAI, Motilal Oswal, Vishakha RM, Sanjay Rughani. So all these successful personalities, how did they affect you, like as a, like you are constantly in search of learning and self developing? So how was that podcasting journey and interviewing all these successful personalities, and how did you make it happen?
Right. So what happened, Minakshi, when I came to Mumbai, I was very bad in English. So if I am going to some conference of CA and whenever I'm going to some meeting, actually I would not reach out to them because I feel they will not talk to me. They are such a big people. So why they would talk to me? I'm not no one. So I never spoke to them. But after coming to this journey, becoming an entrepreneur, I actually wanted to bring some wisdom from CA for CAs. There was everybody was not doing this kind of thing, and actually I wanted to share with young people what accomplished chartered accountant has to say about life and career. So that's where I started my channel, that I need to bring those people on my show so that they can share their views with all the young CAs who actually feel that this course is not good, or maybe the opportunities are not there in the world. So this is not like that. Everything is there. That's where when I say something and people may think Shubham is saying, how can he say that? But when other person come on the show and they also share that yes, we had the similar experience, and we can tell you this is the fact what we did in our show, that time people believe, oh yes, we know this person, we respect this person, there has to be some truth behind it. We listen from them, they actually believe more. And that's what we do as a human being. We need more validation, right? So that was my intention, that I wanted to bring highly qualified and highly respected chartered accountants on my show. And you named a couple of chartered accountants who came on my show. Approaching them, Meenakshi, was definitely a challenging task for me because I did not know why would they accept my invitation. Why would someone say that, Shubham, okay, I'm ready to give you 40 minutes or 30 minutes of my time for your interview, and they speak people who do not have even 5 minutes for to waste or to spend somewhere which actually does not add any value. Why they would
Definitely.
say yes? So I started emailing people, or maybe different ways, like for example, LinkedIn as well, then email. Those things were there. So I tried couple of things. It was not easy at all, because those people will not value you unless you are showing them how can they become a value for your show and the entire fraternity, because you are not calling them for your own benefit. And when you are calling them, you need to communicate in such a way that they feel we value them, and what their values, what their insights will bring to the entire CA fraternity. That was the thing I had to actually convince them to bring on the show. Because you have been calling so many people Minakshi, because you also have to tell them, if they come on the show, what would they do for your audience? And that's where actually they feel yes, they are giving more impact, because these big people actually want to make more impact. So if you show them a reason, how can they make an impact? They will definitely love to come and add value to you and your audience. And definitely, they have such experience which actually we all benefit from. I say only for chartered accountants, but if a non-chartered accountant also sees these episodes, definitely they will learn so many things from this, because they are highly successful people. It's not only about degree, it's about a person. And I would say any person who is non-CA or CA can see these interviews and learn from them and definitely implement what they learn.
Definitely. The journeys that these inspiring personalities bring for us are, very valuable if we try to, be with an open mind and try to learn and grasp more from their journey. So it's available on YouTube.
Yes, it's available on YouTube. It's youtube.com/Shubhamittal10x. So if you go there, there's a complete playlist, Shubham Mittal Show. And I recently released interview with RM Vishakha, who is MD and CEO at India First Life Insurance Company.
Wonderful. And I'll be providing the link below in the description box to go check out Shubham's podcast show. I hope you'll enjoy it and you'd gain some knowledge from it, definitely. So, Shubham, any one message for those chartered accountants to not follow that regular life if they are following that, like after all the hard work, as you said, your life was not fulfilling for you. You were earning enough, but it was still not fulfilling. And talking about earning also, what you were earning in the job, I heard that you're earning 10 times more than what you were earning at the job. So, what would you suggest to those chartered accountants to change their lives if they want to, and by not following a regular path, that is, and how can they connect with you for that?
First of all, Minakshi, I would say to all those CAs who are watching this show, do not follow the tradition just because your seniors or your other people around you told you that a CA need to do this. If you are not happy with what you are doing, please find out a way so that you can explore your inner genius. Not everyone is made for audit, tax, and finance, even though you have a degree which suggests that you are a chartered accountant. But as a person, not everyone is for tax or tax related stuff. You need to find out what actually you love. And unless you find out that, do not quit your job or do not come in a rush that I want to start my business just because I don't like my job, I don't like my boss. You need to first of all work on yourself while you continue in your job so that your income is not affected. Once your income is affected, you will not be able to focus neither on job nor on your business or whatever you want to do. So do not leave your job. Second, work on the things parallelly. Yes, you need to work harder. You will work maybe 18 hours a day, but that 18 hours is worth. Do not expect short term results. And definitely do not expect long term results also if you are not putting any efforts or you are not committing to anything. Because unless you commit something, you will not get the results from. So be sure if you want to change your life, you need to put in the hours today so that you can get the benefit later on. Otherwise, you will keep saying, my thing is not changing, my life is not changing, and it will not change because you are not doing anything for it. So, this is the one advice I would say to all CAs who are not happy at this moment, who are not fulfilled. Go ahead, learn from a mentor, reduce your time curve, and continue to sharpen your skills. And then, when you feel this is the right time, leave your job or whatever you're doing today and start with the new venture wherein you actually love doing and you actually feel fulfillment and earn definitely good money as well. And to find me, So I'm there on every social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and main prefer mode I would say would be LinkedIn or maybe email.
Definitely. And I'll provide all the links in the description box below. So do go check them out. So coming towards the travel part, Shubham, how many places have you been traveling, and how was your, experiences in those places that were not limited to sightseeing? Any travel experience that you would like to share with us?
Right. Two travel experience I would say. One is I went to Himachal Pradesh. There was a place, Dharamshala and McLeodganj. So that
Yeah.
was an amazing place. I went there with my friends because we had some training in Delhi and we decided let's explore the place which is nearby. So we went there and we actually enjoyed it. It was rainy season. And I remember there was a Shiva cafe on the top of the mountain. Now, to go there, actually, you need a lot of resources because that is very steepy mountain, and you don't have so many like not proper stairs, not proper infrastructure until you reach at the top. And you have to be very cautious because anything can move. It's a very rough mountain, so you need to be very cautious when you go there. And on top of that, it was heavily raining and we were actually 6 or 7 people. So we had to actually put the raincoat type of thing on our head, and we were going like together, march past like we do. So we were doing together because we did not want to take any risk with any of one of us. So we actually started going up, and it was late night when we actually reached there. And when we went there, actually rain started heavily, and we are like, how would we go down now? So what we felt, okay, now it's the bad moment. We don't know what we need to do. So it's better to enjoy, have dinner, and we'll figure out later on what we need to do. So we actually did everything, and after 1 or 2 hours, we asked the guy, "How do we go down now? Because it's now no light is there, no light, complete dark, and we had only our mobile torch. That's it. So we 6 people and only 6 torch. That's it. Complete dark." And it was such a horrible experience because even one person actually put a step outside the alley what was there, we all will go down because one person, everyone is holding the same common carpet which was over our head. So if one person slips, everybody's lose their balance.
Uh,
So that was the horrible thing. So we actually started with Hanuman Chalisa, and then we actually like, okay, we have to be very cautious. So all things were happened, and after I guess 1 hour or something, we came down and we felt wow, finally नीचे आ गए. So Meenakshi, the thing was, हम जब ऊपर से नीचे आ रहे थे, it was such an horrible experience because even one person misses the step, हम डायरेक्ट खाई में होते बिकॉज वो इतना डाउन स्टीप था that we could not afford to lose balance, and we had to keep our torch on, and few people did not have enough battery in the mobile.
yeah.
So all challenges were there, and we were really hungry again because we had to come down in the rainy season. So all those challenges were there. So we actually enjoyed it. Afterwards, still today also when we meet, we actually cherish that trip. Another tip which I did recently, Meenakshi, it was Bhopal. And again, Bhopal I love because it has lakes, not so much population and pollution like Mumbai. So I love
Yes,
that place, and you get good restaurants there wherein you can spend time and you can have good food, and definitely you can have a more chilled life than Mumbai. So definitely I
definitely.
love Bhopal and this last trip what I mentioned.
I did my 12th grade in Bhopal. So that lake part that you must have seen, a VIP road. So
Yeah,
I used to regularly go by the VIP road in the morning when the sun was out. Like during
yeah.
sunrise, I used to cross the road. So the lake would be, shimmering. And then in the afternoon, again, I had to come back from the same route. So that was a time when I would not talk to anybody. Nobody in the bus was supposed to disturb me at that time, not even my best friend, because I would be watching the lake for the entire stretch.
Wow.
Yeah. So, any other travel experience that you might have, and then we can talk about your book.
I would say travel experience coming from Rajasthan to Mumbai itself was a good experience because when I left my home, I actually said to my mother that अगर मुंबई में कुछ नहीं हुआ ना I will again come back. I will not be there for a long time because I don't want to waste my time there. And thing is, I came in 2012 and today is 2020, but still I've not gone back to Kishangarh because everything got settled. I got much better life in terms of, as I explained, in terms of skills, in terms of personality, in terms of getting known to more people. So all things changed. And because of Mumbai only, I could become a person who I am today.
Definitely. And any one place in Kishangarh that you would suggest people to visit? Because I tried to Google it up and I couldn't understand a lot of things. So any suggestion from a local of Kishangarh? What a travel person who wants to experience the culture can do at Kishangarh?
Right. One is very funny. It's a so if you know about Kishangarh, it's a marble city. So if you are
Yes.
going to Kishangarh, it's good. You can visit Marble City. You can look at all type of marbles which are there. And if you are building your home or maybe your office, you can buy from Kishangarh. That is on funny side
Awesome.
because definitely going to an industrial area will not be feasible for people. There's a one good hotel and it's actually very nice hotel and heritage hotel, I would say, Full Mahal Palace. So
Oh.
it's a very nice hotel and it's a very old, I would say, like more than 200 to 300 years ago. It was built
Oh,
and it's near a lake, which is again amazing. So if
cool.
somebody is visiting to Kishangarh, that would be the place I would say they must go and visit to have a look about how this place looks like.
Awesome, awesome. Okay. So coming towards your book part, any book that you're working on currently or any that you
Yeah.
are supposing to release?
Yes, I'm working on my book, and that is actually will release in a couple of months because I'm again editing some things in that. I thought it's complete, but somewhere I feel now I need to put in few more things which actually would connect more with my audience, that is started accountants. So actually would take few more, I would say, months to work on it more to make it more valuable because I don't want to release a book which is just for the sake of book, just for the releasing. I'm releasing a book. I don't want to do that. So I want to make sure when my book is coming out, it's completely relevant for people and they are able to say, Shubham, wow, what an amazing book. After CA technical books, this book changed our life. So that feeling I want to actually uh, leave on people when they read my book.
And I'm sure that would happen. And more blessings and success from my side to your book. All the best. So, what is this book about? Could you share with us a little bit about what is this book about?
Yes. So definitely this book is about a chartered accountant and how do you become a standout chartered accountant. When I say standout, it means not a traditional CA who actually does the things the way they do. Doing a work which actually makes them happy and making good amount of money. That is the work you need to do. But for doing that, what are the things you need to do? Who you need to become? What are the things which you are ignoring or maybe nobody's telling you and you are just following the path because of other people? So all those things which makes you a standout chartered accountant in today's world. And also when I'm interviewing so many CAs, I'm getting diverse perspectives from everyone, from industry, from CA practice, from people who are doing other adventurous things. So I'm including all those experiences in my book so that it becomes a comprehensive read for my audience.
Awesome. That sounds wonderful. And all the best wishes for your book.
Thank you so much, Minakshi.
And any upcoming, any other project that you're working on, like you said, you worked a lot during COVID. So, any upcoming project that is, beneficial for our listeners and audiences?
Yes, definitely. There are many projects which we are working on, and as we go along, things will be out in the market soon. As I am working with Ron as well, Ron Malhotra. So we are working on few projects. We are conducting few workshops and webinars. So if any of your audience they feel that they want to stay connected with Ron, then definitely follow Ron as well, follow me. And we actually share what we are doing, what kind of workshops we are organizing, what kind of seminars we are doing. So when people get to know and they feel this is something right for them, they can come and join us.
Definitely. So, any last message that you would like to give to our listeners and viewers?
Definitely. Couple of things I would say to all the listeners who are listening to this episode. Number one, never be limited by the choices you have. You always can create more choices. It's up to you if you do not choose them. Second, don't be bounded by the traditional path what you have been following up till now because you have been told by other people. Find out if you don't love your current path, but you need to go out. Nobody come to you and will give you, take this as a gift. Nobody will come to you because if you don't care about yourself, why would other people care about you? That is second thing. Another thing I would say, find a mentor in your life. At this moment, you may say, what mentor can do for me? I can just read my books. Well, unless you have hired a mentor, unless you're working with a mentor, you will not understand the importance of it. Because you have not seen the experience, you have not seen the transformation which will happen after the mentorship. And if you are someone who knew me before, like before 2019, and today when you are listening to me, you can tell the difference, what is the difference in Shubham Mittal. And that happens because of the mentorship. So never underestimate the power and the value of mentorship things. Another thing I would say, be there on social media. Now, many people come on social media just because of fun, enjoyment, and doing all the fishy stuff. But when you want to do something good in life, start using social media and add value to the people. It's not only about making a video or sharing something, it's about what you care about and what you want to do in the world. Once you find out that, go on social media and share your views. Yes, it will be uncomfortable. Many of your friends, your colleagues, your parents, and all other people will say, what are you doing? Ye kya naya shauq chada hai? But if you are committed, they will not say anything after a few months because that they know now that you are consistent enough and you are not listening to their bullshit. And that's what makes you stand out in the world. Because otherwise, आप कितना लोगों का सुनोगे एंड कितना लोगों का आप सुन के आगे जीवन में आगे बढ़ोगे. अगर आपको आगे बढ़ना है तो you need to do what other successful people do. Have you seen any leader in the world who is not out there in the world, who is hiding behind? Like today, I see many people actually, they lock their Facebook profile also. And they send request, Facebook request to you. Why should I accept that request if I can't see their profile, who they are? And I don't know them personally. So those people are there and they are trying to hide on social media. So this is all thing, Meenakshi, I would say to all listeners or all viewers who are watching this, that don't lose this opportunity. In future also something may happen, but you are the person who can change the situation for yourself. But you need to take some steps. Either you take it today, or maybe you don't take it, and after 5 years you realize, I wish I could have done that. Don't let that happen to your life. That's it, Meenakshi.
Definitely. That's such a beautiful message. Thank you for that message, Shubham. And thank you so much for being with us on this show and sharing all the wonderful insights that you shared with us. Thank you so much for being on Inspiring Explorers. It was wonderful to have you, Shubham.
My pleasure, Meenakshi. And I'm so happy that you are doing such an amazing work and you are actually combining people experience, that is inspiration, and also travel, which actually I find it very unique concept. So I definitely congratulate you, Meenakshi, for doing this amazing work and interviewing so many people and spreading so much love in the world.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shubham. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
And all the best to you as well in your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, Meenakshi.
So this was Shubham Mittal's inspiring life journey so far and some interesting travel experiences. And I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. Thank you so much for giving your precious time to this podcast. If this episode was inspiring and insightful, please do drop a comment on my Instagram and YouTube at @mybohovoyage. Also do check out my YouTube channel at @mybohovoyage for the video version of this episode. Please do subscribe and give a 5-star rating and hopefully write a review for Inspiring Explorers. Also, please don't forget to connect with me on Instagram and YouTube. Drop me a hi or send me a comment so that I know we are in this journey together. This is Meenakshi Srivastava, your host for Inspiring Explorers, saying goodbye. See you next week with an amazing, inspiring interview. Till then, take care.